those kicks and stuff.
Right.
The original term in Uechi was crescent kick, because it makes a crescent action this way.
Right.
All we're doing now, here's the front kick. All we're doing with the crescent kick now is the same setup, but just let the hips turn a little bit more. Now this is really important. That right shoulder has to turn slightly, but what I'm doing is not turning my shoulders. I'm pulling my abs in, so that elbow's coming to that hip. That's going to give you a lot of power for that hip. And it's the same strike as doing that right hand, right? Same thing, so he doesn't know it's coming. And I can also hide it behind that left or whatever else. So this shoulder, this elbow comes to this hip here, this shoulder dips, my knee bends, now all my weight's going forward, but I'm not committed 100%, so I can still back out and do something I need.
I think we say, look how loose the upper body is. So when he says drop that, it's not tight, it's still loose. When he drops it, it's nice and loose. We can still, like you said, you can back out every time.
Yeah, the tension has to be in the right spot, but you guys all know that. So I drop it here, right? The hips turn a little bit first. Now watch this foot. You see how we call that the fart noise? See? When I drop and I relax, I'm setting up a whip for that leg, right? Now if I don't turn my shoulders, this is what happens. The weight doesn't come forward, and my elbows drop out, and I'm exposed. So this action right here is just so important. And plus it'll get a lot of reaction on a lot of movement. So I drop here, I let my hip come under. Now I turn my hips a little bit first. I'm sorry, turn my shoulders first. I let my hips rotate a little bit more before the kick. So front kick, that crescent kick, and you can see the power release on the end because I'm not setting my foot this way, which takes the power out of the leg. I'm setting my foot this way, and as I press, my hip snap, all that power goes in. Let's go on the side first.
Don't we have students for this? You must be.
He's not the camera. He's our techno genius. So here, I set. You get a lot of power back. And the hands have to come down. This one, the angle is more like here. It's designed to attack the stance. What we generally do is we aim for that leg here and go through that one. We don't hit here, we hit here. We'll go back to that in a second. We'll circle back to that in a second. So the angle for this one is here. Now if I swing, my body's over here, my body weight's over here, the target's over here. This shoulder, this elbow to that hip, this shoulder to that shoulder, knee bend. So here. Awesome. Here. See?
Okay, it does actually suck.
Even with the pad, it sucks. So again, we're just dropping in this way. Again, if I keep my hip still, not bad.
Yep.
See how that leg is pegging?
Yep.
That leg is pegging?
Yep.
As soon as I let that go. Now, if you put 2 inches of movement on it, and that's designed to take his hips and bring them up from underneath. Now, as I do this kick, we can start to do, all right, stop because we're not committed to a one-off kick. All right, now, we hit here with our shin bone, right? But that kick is actually designed to do toes here, toe kick. Now, don't do this unless you've really spent some time training it. But what most people do is they extend their leg this way when they kick, and that puts the ankle at a hyperextension. It's kind of like punching like that. What we're going to do is bring our ankle up, pronate it slightly, and lock that ankle. At this point now, that ankle's not going to move. So we do the same kick, but now we're digging it in there. And that kick was primarily designed to come up and around into the kidney area. But again, sweep's taking a whole different meaning. Nose though. Toes. You can feel that going right to that bag.
Yep, you actually can. You're right. I can feel it going through the back.
Now, when you're doing a kick from outside here, people think that the kick is safe because you're longer. You're on one foot and you can't recover. So now when he comes in and pushes my hands on, gravity, now I got a problem. Okay? When I do the kick closer, it sounds like you're in more danger, but because my hands are there, I'm rotating in, that shin's driving right in here, boom, I'm still going to work.
Right.
I'm continuing.
So he stays very balanced. When we play and he does something like that, it's still very difficult to move him to Kazushi, to move him off balance, which is nice. So he's a striking, but still very difficult to move off balance and take down.
One last thing, and then I'll open up to questions. I'll be right back in frame in a second. We do a lot of shin conditioning. This is one of the lighter tools that we use. This is an air hose off of a freight train. It's solid hard rubber with a steel mesh lining in there. You nose over too. How's that feel?
It feels like it hurts a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna give this to you.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm just gonna hold the wall like that for time for you, sweetheart. And just give this one. Harder, harder, harder. Come on, harder, big step. Come on, really, wind it. Wait, hold on. You're a softball coach, right? Right, you batting practice?
Okay, do this in, play this back in slow motion because this is actually funny.
Good. And the arms of course. Harder, harder. So a lot of the stuff that we do, because it's inside work, is dependent on the old iron shirt training. So again, you don't have to do all of this to that particular level, but that shin conditioning, that arm conditioning, being low and solid in your stance, power from the inside versus swinging wide, are all kind of like parts of this too.
But they do these conditioning, so it is, they do that conditioning, and it is, you can see in the students, there's different striations of it and how they grow with it, but you have to do it consistently and properly, and not just break your knuckles or whatever.
Exactly. And I see a lot of people hitting things like Nakawara and things like that, and I did a lot of that training when I was younger, and I think what that basically does is it really hurts your body.
It does, yeah.
We have heavy bags, 200-pound range, that you can do the same thing, but where they have give, you're not gonna really destroy your joints and things like that. That's basically everything I had in my docket. Is there anything else you wanted to?
Well, I just want to say, like, if I was doing a sweep sensei,
Yeah.
I wouldn't come from out here and do a sweep like that. We would use our hips and we'd sweep through the thigh. This is all he's saying. And so instead of coming from out here, if I had to sweep him, I wouldn't come and bring it around. Right from here, we take it right straight through.
Yeah.
It's the same exact motion he's doing now. He's taking that, he's coming underneath. He's almost doing like we're going from Zenkutsu to Zenkutsu.
Yeah.
Cut underneath and lets it snap out.
Exactly. You just can't turn that. I mean, you can turn that foot over you guys on leverage. But I don't have the balance and I don't have the expertise to do throws this way. So my idea of the throw is the same thing. It's just snap it through. I'll break it and he goes down.
Yep.
Goes down like that. That's about everything I had covered right now.
That's some great, now, and the timing of that, let's walk it through.
Yeah.
So the
The
timing,
timing's the trick.
right, so from here, you want elbow, so the hand moves first.
Relax first.
Right?
Yeah, since you weight dropping. Without the weight dropping, nothing's gonna happen.
Perfect.
So if you use the muscle to move the weight, you got nothing left.
Right.
So muscle cause gravity straight. So just fall to your front knee, let that elbow come to your hammer, just shoulder drop. Yeah. Now see everything lined up right here? Now from here, what could you throw?
I can do anything.
Yeah, you can charge, you can do whatever you want. You're committed to the kick, but you can hide the kick and put in the sandwich, not just one kick. Now from here, the leg starts coming, the knee comes traveling towards the knee, right? And then from there, as soon as you feel kind of like the hips roll under a little bit, let's go back a second. This is really important because Dave, you're doing a great job right here, but as soon as that knee starts to come forward, now watch my head.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So the hips have to roll forward.
Right.
See, so everything's coming forward. This is the same as our side chin step.
Right.
That leg still stays locked because of kinetic energy.
Right.
And as soon as I start to feel it, I start to push and snap
Right.
the hips out.
So Ty, you're gonna like cut that part out when I screwed up, right?
I don't know how to.
It's where everything's over. So again, let that drop in, nice. Let it roll, keep low,
Yeah.
and now, when do I
Store, right about there. So push, yep, feel the hip snap?
Yeah.
Perfect. Remember, store, go.
Right.
Loose. It's like a fishing rod. You don't tense up, you kind of,
Yep.
and on the end.
And again, guys, nice and loose, so once you get that strike in, we're completely centered, now we can move in, we can do a throw from there, you can hook it, you can get in, you can get them, or you can just go right into the elbows.
Last thought, when you're doing this, keep that belt knot coming right at me.
Right.
For the longest time, they curve on the end. What a lot of people do is they curve it this way and they come around. That'd be like punching like that.
Right.
So on a good right hand, you get all that rotation, keep everything going, but our hips, everything's still lined, and then we snap it on the end.
Right.
Same